All right, welcome to another episode of America Smiles Tips and Tricks. My name is Keith Crittenden. I'm the president of the America Smiles Network. And today we're going to talk about handling your zirconia or managing your zirconia from mill to bill. So from the time your design is done, and we know that you're going to mill that case, and we know eventually you want to bill that case, we're going to talk about some of the things that you want to look at. Zirconia itself is very fragile. And one of the key things I'm going to focus in this video is the cracks that may show up post-sintering. So when we're dealing with machines or milling machines, these are technically CNC machines, which actually, just for the record, they're just new to the dental world. CNC machines have been around for a long time. Actually, old school manual milling machines, and now they're automated. So when we talk about other industries using milling machines, they tend to look at our machines as just little bitty toys. So they're not really anything that special. They've got a X-axis, a Y-axis, a Z-axis. Some of them tilt, so you got anywhere from 3 to 5 axis. But these are all vibrating parts. You've got spindles that are spinning that can have a little vibration. You can have a collet that can get a little bit of loose, have a little vibration. You can have what are called your ball screws sliding back and forth as they get old and sloppy. Point is zirconia is very fragile. You could be incorporating cracks into your zirconia and never even notice it until post-sintering. That zirconia is a real chalky white, and you just really can't see a crack if it gets incorporated in there. So you want to make sure that your milling machines are in good, healthy condition. Your collets are relatively fresh. Your spindles are fresh. We change our spindles every 6 months, whether they need them or not. But again, you don't want to be incorporating a vibration, getting cracks that may not show up until they may go into the mouth with a crack in them and break in the patient's mouth 6 months or a year down the road. So here at the America Smiles Milling Center, which we're here, is we're manufacturing about 250 teeth a day. And I don't know if you can see this. It's a microscope, guys. You've all seen microscopes, okay? So we inspect every single one of these cases underneath the microscope, and we're looking for chips and cracks. Really that long crack that runs along the margin straight up the axis of the tooth. That could be an indication you've got a bad spindle, you've got a bad collet, or the guy cutting and cleaning, you ever drop your handpiece down and you put a little bend in that tool that you're cutting out? You got a little vibration in that tool, you could be incorporating cracks into that zirconia, you don't even know it. So inspect all these things post-sintering, look at them underneath the microscope, look hard and look tight, because otherwise you deliver something with a fracture. Matter of fact, sometimes you got to rotate them and twist them. There'll be a crack you can't see on one angle and you see it on another. You don't want to deliver that case and have it crack down the road. So we're looking at good, healthy milling machines. Your cutting and cleaning technique, when you're cutting those teeth out, make sure you're always using a really good sharp burr. We like something that's got a little taper, like a 556 tapered unit. Make sure you got a good solid technique for cutting those things out. Make sure you're not incorporating any cracks into that zirconia. Then when you're inspecting under the microscope, also look for chips around the margins. If you're seeing that your chips are increasing around the margins, another sign you got either a bad collet or a bad spindle. So here we're talking about how to treat your case, your zirconia case, from mill to bill, good healthy milling machines, good cutting technique, a good inspection, post-sintering inspection. And that's it for today's episode of Tips and Tricks.